have to ask me that.
Will it ever change?
Hey, you! About those missing people. I've been able to rescue some of the missing people.
I knew you'd succeed. Then I can finally go about my own business.
Who says things like that? That's not what I heard. Who says things like that?
For all your stuff, I'll give you 850 gold pieces.
All right, sold.
We've made some good deals today. Better not come back until tomorrow, or somebody might get suspicious. You see? Listen to me.
I know I've been there, done that.
It can't go on like this forever.
As if I didn't have enough.
Things I can tell you.
You don't say things like that. And it's gonna get even worse.
Hey, you! Can you repair jewelry?
I'm a weaponsmith, not a goldsmith. You probably won't find anyone here in the city who can help you. People don't have much money in their pockets anymore, and nobody's gotten rich here in quite a while. Most of them are just glad if they have enough to eat.
Where can I find a goldsmith?
There's supposed to be a good smith with the mercenaries on Onar's farm. Maybe you should look there.
Are you still working for the Paladins?
I finished the commission from Lord Hagen. Now I'm making magic ore blades for him. But for pay this time. But I also have the time again to make a few weapons on the side for the merchants in the marketplace. So, if you're looking for a good blade, you should try them.
Tell me more about magic ore blades.
Creating a magic blade is a very complicated and expensive process. But the result is a blade that's easy to handle and practically indestructible. The blade is certainly of good quality, but it will only show its true power in the hands of a paladin. A paladin sword is consecrated by Innos. As a result, the magic blade becomes an enchanted weapon that does incomparable damage.
I want to buy a magic ore blade.
I can only sell magic blades to the paladins, and even then, only one each.
And so he bade Innos to leave.
Someone's here to relieve you.
Have the matters beyond the northeastern mountains been settled?
Yes, they have. Raven is dead, and the threat has been averted.
Ah, that is good news indeed. Now, let us hope that such things will not happen again.
The missing people have come back.
Yes, you did it. Their journey has come to a good end. But our own journey must go on. So go, with the blessing of Adonos. Adonos, bless this man, light his path, and grant him the strength to withstand all dangers.
Pyrocar sent me. The Eye of Innos is broken.
I know. I have already learned of it from some very upset novices. The Seekers have used the Fire Magician's Circle of the Sun to destroy the Eye. I would call that an inspired move by the enemy.
Why did Pyrocar send me to you of all people?
I suspected that sooner or later, something like this would happen. Pyrocar always thinks himself so invulnerable and superior that it almost borders on carelessness. Thus his precautions for protecting the Eye were also careless. I simply think that he unconsciously relies on the abilities which Adonos has granted me. It doesn't bear thinking about what would happen if I were not available now.
News spreads fast in this city.
That's a good thing, too. The enemy won't be sleeping either.
What will become of the Eye now?
We must join it back together, but that is no easy task, I fear. The setting is broken into 2 pieces. A skilled smith should be able to repair this, but that is not really the problem. It's rather the inlaid gem that worries me. It is dull and powerless. The enemy seems to have known exactly how to weaken it.
Where can I find a smith capable of repairing the setting of the Eye?
Ask around in the area for someone who knows how to repair jewelry.
How can the gem get its power back?
I see only one way. A union of the 3 reigning divinities should achieve the desired effect. A well-prepared ritual of reversal in the place of its destruction will give the gem back its fire. However, the problem is that you must bring an earthly representative of each of the 3 gods to this place. Furthermore, a lot of swamp weed is required for this ritual. I estimate it should be at least 3 plants.
Who could those 3 earthly representatives of the gods be?
I shall represent the god Adonos myself. Pyrocar, the highest fire magician, would be the right person to represent the god Innos. But for Beliar, I cannot think of an appropriate candidate. It must be someone who commands black magic.
Where can I find this swamp weed?
I have heard about an old quack in the woods named Sagita. She supposedly sells such herbs, but you could also try your luck down at the harbor.
Black magic? What about Zardas?
That's it. That could work. But I ask myself, how you will bring all 3 of us together? I can just see Pyrocar's face when he hears that he must cooperate with Zardas.
I've got to go.
I shall also set out and prepare the ceremony at the Circle of the Sun. Send Zardas and Pyrocar there. And don't forget to bring the swamp weed. I'm counting on you. Listen, people. I am needed elsewhere. It won't take long. When I return, I shall tell you the rest of the story. May Adonos be with you.
Hey! Will you stay in the city now?
One of us has to be here if Vatras leaves the city. One more thing I wanted to say to you. That really was a heroic feat that you accomplished in Jarkandar.
Unfortunately, I'm still not finished with my tasks here in Corinus.
True, but I am sure that you will master them as well, Preserver.
We'll see.
Really? How interesting.
Don't say you didn't know that.
And there's more, believe me.
I can't believe that.
Someone's gonna do the work. But that's terrible.
Where did you get those mining shares you're selling?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. It's too dangerous for me.
That's not what I heard.
Show me your wares.
It is an honor to me that a representative of our holy church should show an interest in my wares.
If hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Honestly, I witnessed it myself. That's not what my husband
Show me your wares.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
You're selling mining shares?
Yes, some flop that was. That's the last time I get involved in a shady deal like that.
And it's going to get even worse.
Show me your wares.
Go away. Don't tell me that.
Everybody knows by now.
That's an open secret.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
And he works all day, too.
I don't believe that.
You're selling illegal mining shares.
Yes, and so what? If I don't do it, someone else will.
But that's terrible.
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
He simply talks too much.
I've got to go.
Everybody knows.
Suit yourself.
That's what I've always said.
That's not what my husband thinks.
He'd better shut up.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following
I've been able to rescue some of the missing people.
How many people did you find?
All those who were still alive.
All? That was a grand deed.
And how's it going now?
Monty is back. He's busy studying the plans. Maybe we can get the ship done now.
Hey, you! And? Back to work, are you?
Oh, man. They didn't get anything done while I was gone. Now I'll have to delve into those construction plans again.
Oh well, don't let me keep you then.
All right. Have a good trip.
I'm no better off myself. I don't want to hear that.
Show me your maps.
You won't find better in that monastery of yours.
Who said that?
I knew this piece would interest you.
What piece would that be?
Well, that old map you just bought. I know your kind. You go for any chance of finding riches.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
Where did you get this map?
It can't be.
Oh, I found that in a stack of old maps which I bought recently. The seller must have overlooked it.
What kind of a map is it?
It seems to be a treasure map or the like. But you look to me like one who'll get to the heart of this matter himself.
You already know what I think.
Why don't you keep it for yourself?
I'm an old man, and the times when I set out myself are long past. I leave that to younger people. Come back again later. I'm sure to have something new for you then.
There have been all kinds of rumors. That's all just gossip. That'll only cause more trouble. It's a bad business. That's totally obvious. Nobody will learn anything
That's gonna
from
get
me.
even worse.
Hey!
He should have known.
He simply talks too much.
That doesn't surprise me.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Nobody ever asks me.
Everybody knows by now.
There's nothing you can do
You
about
don't
it.
say.
Knows by now. That's an open secret.
You've got some mining shares among your wares. Who sold them to you?
Mining shares? Oops. Where did they come from? No idea where I got them. Honestly, Your Honor.
Show me your wares.
There you are again.
I see that you have mining shares for sale.
I know nothing about that. You can have them if you want.
I've got a few skins for you.
Wolf skin, that's good. Ah, even a shadow beast skin. Those are worth a lot. What the hell is this skin?
I ripped a troll off for that one.
That is worth a small fortune. Good work. Come see me again when you have more.
Show me your wares.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
Is it really true?
Show me your wares.
I can't believe that.
I'm not telling you anything new.
We can only wait and see.
He doesn't see that. I can't help him.
It was just like you said.
Is it really true? He never would have thought of that himself.
I can't believe that.
That's really not my problem.
I can't believe that. You mustn't believe everything you hear.
That's really not my problem.
That's the first I've heard of it.
It's a bad business.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Is it really true?
He didn't get that from me.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
That was no good.
Show me your wares.
I witnessed it myself. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Go away, don't tell me that. I don't believe that. He simply talks too much. Go away, don't tell me that. Someone's got to do the work. Honestly, I witnessed it myself. Who says things like that? That's not what my husband.
Hey! You go to the monastery now to be judged.
What? Have you gone off your rocker? Like hell I will. Those miserable magicians don't have the slightest proof against me.
And what about those fake ore mining shares you huckstered all over the country? They bear your signature. You're guilty.
What? I'll drag you through town by your collar like a filthy rag. Well, we'll see the next time. All right, you're the better fighter. What do you want?
So, are you going to the monastery now, or should I give you another?
You'll live to regret this. Yes, damn it. I'll go to that monastery, but don't you think you'll get away with this?
He can't keep anything to himself.
And he works all day, too.
Go away. Don't tell me that.
And he...
Nothing surprises me.
No one must violate the divine order.
Justice will prevail in the end.
Beat it!
Why haven't I heard about this before?
I've talked to Vatras.
Ah, good. Where is he?
He's preparing a ritual at the Circle of the Sun in order to heal the Eye of Innos.
If that is true, then maybe there is hope after all.
Vatras wants Zardas and you to help him with that.
What? Zardas will be there too? You cannot be serious.
Hey, this wasn't my decision. Vatras insists.
It is always that Zardas. I am tired of it. Things could hardly get any worse. So how do I know that Zardas is not in league with the enemy? I cannot trust Zardas, no matter how much we may need him. I am sorry, but I cannot help Vatras under these circumstances.
It can't be done without you. Vatras wouldn't be able to perform the ritual otherwise. You'll have to trust Zardas.
There is nothing that I have to do, you hear? I do not have the slightest proof that Zardas is not working against us. I cannot do this.
What if I could bring you some proof?
That is impossible, I fear. It would really have to impress me. As far as Zardas is concerned, I have my doubts whether he can still impress me at all.
Hey! The Eye of Innos has been destroyed.
What are you saying? Destroyed?
I found it up in the northern forests. Unfortunately, I've only been able to salvage its fragments.
That was our only chance to stand up to those dragons, and it's gone. We have failed.
What now?
This is a painful blow. We have to reorient ourselves. I shall retreat and ponder the matter. In the meantime, you should go to town and talk to Vatras, the water mage. I could imagine that maybe he knows what's to be done.
Vatras sent me to you.
That's good. What did he say?
He said something about a reversal ritual at the Circle of the Sun?
That old devil. I think I know what he's up to. You have come to summon me to him.
Looks like it. When will you set out?
I must not keep Vatras waiting. I shall be on my way immediately. You must fulfill your tasks and then join me again.
Wait a minute. Pyrakar refuses to show up for the ritual. First, he wants proof that he can trust you.
Ah, really? Pyrakar. How interesting. That old geezer is getting to be a nuisance. But I think I've got something for you that'll be useful. Back when I left the Order of the Fire Magicians, I took a few things with me from the monastery. I didn't want a troop of paladins or fire magicians to turn my tower upside down at some point and find all those things. So I hid them in safe places where the magicians would certainly never look for them.
And where?
Some of them lie locked in a chest on Sekob's farm.
You trust that Sekob?
No, but he can be bought and ask no awkward questions. Also, the chest is locked. Here's the key. There's a very old book among those things. When Pyrakar sees that book, he'll know it came from me. It is of no further use to me, so I guess it can at least fulfill this purpose.
Is the reversal ritual going to work?
I cannot be sure. That depends on what exactly Vatras is going to do.
really not my problem.
So it says in the scriptures. Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Hey, you! Show me your wares.
May Innos watch over you always.
You're selling mine shares?
Sure, you can get anything from me. If the price is right.
These days. No idea, you tell me.
Show me your wares.
Certainly, Brother of the Ring.
I'd have gone about it differently.
I couldn't get away with that.
That's really not my problem.
I wouldn't be so sure.
I heard you know how to make armor from crawler plates.
That's right. Who'd you hear that from?
A hunter by the name of Gustav told me. Could you make me armor like that?
Sure. Bring me 10 crawler plates and I'll make you one.
How much do you want for it?
You don't have to tell me that.
Forget it. I'll do it for nothing. For old time's sake.
I couldn't care less.
Long time.
I've got the crawler plates for the armor.
Good. Give them here.
Okay, where's the armor?
I'll put it together for you. Come back tomorrow.
I used to say that myself.
That's the first I've heard of
That was no big deal.
That'll never change.
Hello, pretty girl.
What do you want?
You listen to the wrong
No one really
people.
wants to hear that.
What's your job here?
I sell the goods that we produce. If you want to buy something, just let me know. But let me warn you, I won't stand for either haggling or stealing, understood?
Quite obvious.
More, believe me.
You're selling mine shares?
So what? I paid an arm and a leg for them myself.
Just like you
I
said.
couldn't get away with that.
Nothing amazing.
Show me your
else than
wares.
myself.
What can I offer you?
I hardly know what to do.
Been there,
Say you
done
didn't
that.
know that.
Don't tell me you didn't know he
It happens sooner or later.
They say you are revolting against the king.
My father has decided that it's time we defended ourselves. The militia never helped us anyway. They only came here to drag off our provisions.
Same old thing all over again.
never change. It's been going on a long time.
Man, and here I was thinking they'd really hang me.
Well, it worked all right in the end.
You can say that again. You should have seen the face of the soldier when he had to let me out. He was so scared, he almost did it in his pants. Which reminds me, I've got something for you.
What do you mean?
A present.
I hardly know what to believe. Really didn't deserve that.
What present?
We have heard of the dragons that are said to be in the valley.
They're really there.
All right, I believe you. Anyway, I thought you would surely want to participate in the upcoming dragon hunt.
And?
Here, take this amulet. I think you'll need it more than I do.
Can you repair jewelry?
That depends. You would have to show me the piece.
That's the first I've heard of it. This is gonna change.
Can you have a look at this amulet?
Sure, let me see. That is a beautiful piece of work. The setting is shot. I think I can fix it, though.
How long will it take you?
If you leave it here with me, it'll be done by the time you come back tomorrow. And I won't even charge you for it. You got me out of the slammer after all.
I can't believe that. I'm in enough trouble as it is.
Here's the amulet. Please repair it for me.
All right. I'll have finished the new setting by tomorrow. You can come to me and get it then.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Teach me how to forge magic ore weapons.
But you don't even know the basics. First, you need to learn how to forge a decent sword. Then we'll see.
Nobody will learn anything to me.
I hardly know what to manage.
Do you know what Lee's intentions are?
Lee wants us to wait and starve the paladins in the city. He is planning to get us all away from the island, and Innos knows I've got nothing against getting away from here. I don't really know how he's planning to go about it, but I trust him. He's led us well so far.
Do you know what Silvio is planning?
Silvio found out that some of the paladins have moved out to the old colony. He says the rest of the paladins wouldn't dare to attack us here and wants to take advantage of the situation. Plunder the small farms, waylay the militia patrols outside the city, hold up travelers, things like that. But Lee thinks that would be the worst thing we could do in our situation.
How come there are two factions?
Most of us came out of the colony with Lee back then, but some of the mercenaries hooked up with us later. They didn't come from the colony, but were farther south fighting the Yorks. Somehow they got wind that Lee needed people. Their leader was Silvio. He agreed that Lee was in charge, but now he's trying to stir up the mercenaries against him and his plan. A lot of Lee's people don't think that it's a big problem, but I know guys like Silvio. He'll go to extremes to realize his ideas.
Hey! How's it going?
Have I given you permission to address me?
The two of us should have a chat.
I wouldn't know about what.
What do you think of Lee?
Oh, he's a good fighter. I wouldn't ever want to pick a fight with him, unless, of course, it couldn't be avoided.
Silvio doesn't like being talked to. You might have gathered as much by now.
Cut out this magic crap. Ah, a fight! Watch out! Hit him! Give it your all! Wow, that hit the spot! Hit him! Wow, that hit the spot! Give it your all! Hang on! Watch out! Wow, that hit the spot! Show him! Not the...
Nothing to be had there.
Don't you try that again.
That's really not my problem. I never knew that. All that matters is strength. So don't tell me that.
That will never change.
Of course we got him in the end.
That doesn't surprise me. That's really not my problem.
Cypher told me somebody stole a package of swamp weed from him.
And?
He thinks you're the one who took it.
Oh, that's why the guy is always gawping at me so stupidly. I've been extra friendly to him lately because he seems to have hit a rough spot. But there was nothing I could do. I'd look at him friendly-like and he'd stare at me like he wanted to kill me.
Can I rest somewhere around here?
If you're looking for a place to sleep, go to the barn. But don't lie down in a mercenary's bed by mistake. Onar makes sure that they leave us farmers alone, but with strangers who don't belong on the farm, the mercenaries can do whatever they like.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
In town, they're talking about a peasants' revolt.
Nonsense. We aren't doing anything except defending what we've worked hard for. It's certainly true that the war is being fought on the backs of the peasants, but Onar is no longer prepared to just stand by and watch while the king bleeds us dry.
Nothing amazes me anymore. He really said that.
I'm staying out of it.
I wouldn't be so sure. Don't say you didn't know that. Don't say you didn't know that.
Cypher told me that someone stole a package of swamp weed from him. Would you know anything about that?
No.
Where's the package?
What do I know?
I'll knock it out of you.
Relax, I'm way too stoned to fight with you. Here, first take a big toke.
Do you do anything besides smoke?
Not at the moment.
I agree with you.
Hey! I know who took your weed.
Who? Was it that Bodo?
No, one of the mercenaries did it. Dar.
That bastard. Where is he?
Finding him won't help you. He doesn't have the package anymore. He sold it in Corinus.
Where is he?
Behind the kitchen building on the corner.
I'll flatten him. I'd have gone about it differently. Who's ever going to change that? poor sucker. You didn't even have any gold on you. I think I'd better take this weapon.
Wait a minute. You really gave Dar what for? Are you feeling better now?
Yeah, that felt good.
Well,
Not
we'll
to
see
him,
the next
I
time.
suppose.
The little beggar has no business going through my chest.
Blabbermouth, you told Cypher I took his weed.
Where's the package?
What do I know?
Nothing there.
Well, we'll see the next time.
You poor sucker. You didn't even have any gold on you.
Tell me that isn't true. About it differently.
Why haven't I heard that before?
He really should have known better.
My problem. How would you ever ask?
Well, we'll see the next time.
Wait a minute.
Blabbermouth, you told Cypher I took his weed.
I used to say that myself.
Wait a minute. You really gave Dar what for? Are you feeling better now?
Yeah, that felt good.
Not to him, I suppose.
The little beggar has no business going through my chest.
Would this package of swamp weed happen to be yours?
Well, I'll be... Where'd you get that?
It's a long story.
Doesn't matter. Really, you're a decent guy. Here, take this as a reward. Have fun with it. First, let me roll a few.
What do you want from me?
Is it really true?
Have you got something for me to do?
Have you seen those black hooded guys creeping by here? Those people give me the willies, I'll tell you.
He insisted he...
When I was at sea, I saw some pretty curious things, but those fellows really scare me. They went in the direction of the bandit camp in the mountains at the southern end of the valley. Maybe you should go there and check on those guys, and do away with them.
There's nothing you can do about it. I agree with you completely.
Can you help me improve my abilities?
Sort things out. I could show you how to use your strength better in close combat. A lot of fighters are very weak because they don't have the technique to use their strength properly. The same is true for dexterity and ranged weapons.
I used to say that myself.
That's been known a long time. Hey, where you think you're going?
To the house, of course.
Onar pays us not to let guys like you in here.
I want to talk to Lee.
What do you want from him?
Same old thing all over again.
He and I go way back.
You're a pal of Lee's? I don't believe a word. But go on in. If he doesn't recognize you, you'll know it. Lee's in the right wing. Don't even think about wandering around anywhere else.
I've got no time to deserve that.
Don't say you didn't know that.
Who the devil let you in here? What are you doing here? I thought you were dead.
What makes you think that?
Gorn told me it was you who brought down the barrier.
Yes, that was me, all right.
I never would have thought that a man could survive something like that. What brings you here? You aren't here without a reason. You entered the monastery? I'd expected anything but that. You can't become a mercenary anymore now. But who knows, maybe you can do one or two things for me, or me for you. We'll see. In any case, I wish you all the best. But don't even think of pulling the wool over my eyes, got it?
What exactly are you doing here?
Quite simple. I'm gonna see to it that we all get off this island. Onar hired us to defend his farm, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. But our reward is more than just our pay. By helping the farmers, we cut the city off from its provisions. And the less the paladins have to eat, the sooner they'll listen when I finally make them an offer of peace.
What is your offer going to look like?
Essentially, it will be about our pardons and free passage to the mainland. You'll learn more when the time comes.
I've come from the Valley of Mines. The castle there was attacked by dragons.
So it's true. Lars said that rumors about dragons are circulating through the city. I didn't believe it. What about the paladins?
They've been thoroughly decimated.
Good. Maybe that will make Lord Hagen move to the Valley of Mines with his men. The fewer paladins stay here, the better.
Everything all right with you?
You saved my ass, man. I'll never forget that.
What do you want to do now?
I think I'll load up on grub first.
And then?
Who knows? Maybe I'll go back to the mining colony. Someone should keep an eye on the orcs. Otherwise, they'll all show up on the doorstep without warning.
Everything fine with you?
If it's something important, go talk to Lee. Otherwise, leave me alone.
All that matters is strength.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Do you really believe that?
Patrick is back.
Yeah, man. I had almost given up hope.
Hey, do me a favor.
Yes?
Spare us both your speech of thanks.
I wasn't going to thank you at all.
But
I was just going to tell you that you're a damn cheeky devil. Stay cool.
So, everything okay with you?
All's fine. The water mages led us safely out of this accursed valley.
And what will you do next?
I'm gonna continue to fight for Lee, and someday we're gonna leave this island.
And then?
We shall see. If the war is still raging, we'll go up against the orcs. But that remains to be seen.
I couldn't care less.
He never would have thought of that himself.
You should really have known better.
You listen to the wrong people. So don't tell me that.
Why get so worked up?
I never would have thought of that himself.
I used to say that
Nobody
much
knows what to
believe anymore.
That's
And there's
not what I
more,
heard.
believe me.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there.
What wares do you have to offer?
Tell me what you want.
Hey! Did something happen?
You got to help me. The Black Robes have invaded my house. You have to help me, Worthy Sir Magician. Those fellas said they were looking for something, but surely not in my house. Please help me make them go away again.
So what do you do when you're not busy playing ruler of the farm?
Stand guard. The filthy militiamen from the city are coming onto our land more and more often and stealing everything they can get their hands on. Only last week the bastards were here, and they took some of our sheep. If I could get my hands on one of them, I'd make short work of him.
But of course. Why don't the mercenaries help you against the militia?
Before they even turn up, I've already driven them off.
Everything all right with you?
Well, it's so-so. My back hurts from all this hard labor. What are you doing here? I don't get visitors here all that often. Usually it's either some cutthroats from the mountains or those horrible malicious soldiers from the city. They've been raiding our farm rather frequently lately, but you don't look like you're one of them. Or are you?
What are you doing here?
I've been asking myself that for several years. Sekab, my husband, has fallen out with everyone in the area by now. He's in debt everywhere, and so he steals goods from Onar's stocks and sells them in town. By now, he's accumulated a fortune with his underhanded dealings, and he works our field hands until their backs break. His own people call him nothing but slave driver these days. I'm not particularly proud to call myself the wife of Sekab. Believe me, sometimes I wish the barrier were still in place. Would you like to buy something to eat? Or perhaps something for hunting in the forest?
Selling illegal mine shares. Have you no shame?
No, I need to live too, and I'm not the one who brought them into circulation.
Barrier?
Well, it's the dome that used to enclose the old Valley of Mines. Many of the farmers and workers who committed a crime back then were simply tossed in there, and they never came back.
Why did the militia attack you on your farms here?
Because there's nobody there to prevent them from simply plundering our farms instead of buying our goods. The king is far away, and we just have to put up with working for Onar and hoping that Onar will send help when we really need it.
What does Onar's help look like?
Sometimes we receive warning in advance when some militiamen are planning to pay us a visit on their own account to rob us. Then we send somebody to the old landowner to ask him for help. And then usually, it doesn't take long for the mercenaries he pays to come here and chase off the militia. But when all is said and done, the mercenaries aren't much better.
Have you ever been at the barrier?
No, we only heard about it. Bengar, the farmer on the high pastures, can surely tell you more about that. His farm is quite close to the pass which leads to the Valley of Mines.
How can I get to Bengar's farm?
Go ask Balthazar. He's our shepherd. He sometimes leads his animals to graze on Bengar's pastures up there. He'll be able to tell you how to get there.
What can you offer me?
What do you want?
How are things?
Ah, a new face here on the farm. Has the old skinflint finally granted me an apprentice?
I'm not an apprentice.
Oh, I see. I'm not as young as I used to be, you know, and I've been waiting for a replacement for years. You aren't here because the neighbors are annoyed, are you?
What's the work you do here?
Oh, I guard the sheep, and I've been doing that for as long as I can remember. The animals are very loyal and very smart, you see. If you treat them well, they'll follow you for a lifetime.
Have you seen any bandits passing through here?
I certainly have. They passed along the edge of the field near Sekab's farm and entered the forest to the north. If my eyes didn't deceive me, they were also dragging a young woman along to the forest. I really hope they left her alone. I'm just glad they stayed away from our farm.
Everything else all right?
These are bad times. I can't find my sheep. I guess I'll have to fess up to Sekab.
Your house is empty. The Black Hoods have left.
Thank you, worthy Sir Magician. What would become of us without the protective hand of the clergy?
Not so fast, my friend. I'm only interested in one thing. What did the Black Hoods want in your house?
I can't explain it myself, Honorable Sir Magician. Perhaps it has...
What?
I'm sorry. I swore several years ago never to speak of it, and I don't plan to break my oath. All that I can do is give you a bit of gold and ask you to spare me.
Give it here, then. I'm in a hurry.
Here.
Wait a minute.
Hello, beautiful maid.
Stop trying to sweet-talk me, boy, and tell me what you want. I'm busy.
How's the field work coming?
Look at these huge fields we have to work, and you know how we're doing. Are you looking for farm work?
Wait a minute.
How's it going?
You're a magician, aren't you? I'd get out of here if I were you.
Why?
This wasn't a paradise before, but at least we were left in peace as long as we did our work for Sekob. But lately it's become unbearable.
How do you protect yourselves against the bandits?
We don't. We run away. What else?
Beat it!
I brought this book from Zardas. It's a token of his trust.
Show me. But this is incredible. Do you have even the slightest notion what it is that you just gave me?
No.
This is an ancient, long-lost tome from days gone by. We all thought that it was lost for good, and now I learn that Zardas knew all along what had become of it.
So will you be there for the ritual?
Yes, I shall depart for the Circle of the Sun, but certainly not because I am convinced of Zardas's good intentions. In fact, I am going to make this jackal explain where he has kept the book hidden for so many years. He has definitely gone too far this time. I shall see you at the Circle of the Sun.
I've been able to retrieve a few mining shares. Those were all, I think.
Well done. You've earned a reward. Take this protective amulet. It will help you along the paths you have yet to tread.
I know who brought those mining shares into circulation. Salandril did, the alchemist from the upper quarter of town.
Then bring him here. We have things to discuss with him.
Salandril is here in the monastery.
Well done. We shall deal with him later.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, not at the moment, brother.
Beat it!
Hey, you! I've brought back the Eye of Innos.
I am relieved you were able to snatch the eye away from the enemy, but the danger has not been averted.
Evil is making further plans and is proceeding with unusual aggression.
I've already figured that out for myself.
Do not mock me. The situation is serious, very serious, and we don't know whom we can trust. The enemy has already succeeded in leading the novice Pedro into temptation, and he may have success with many others.
Is there a way to protect oneself against the mental attacks of the Seekers?
No idea. I still know too little to answer that. Ask me about it later.
How are your studies coming along?
I am still working on the interpretation of the evidence about the Seekers. As soon as I know something, I will, of course, inform you immediately.
Show me your wares. How are things with the Eye of Innos?
Remember, only a ritual of reversal at the Circle of the Sun, together with Zardas and Pyrakar, will restore the Eye. And don't forget to bring the Eye with its setting repaired.
I've been able to retrieve a few mining shares. Those were all, I think.
Well done. You've earned a reward. Take this protective amulet. It will help you along the paths you have yet to tread.
I know who brought those mining shares into circulation. Salandril did, the alchemist from the upper quarter of town.
Then bring him here. We have things to discuss with him.
Salandril is here, in the monastery.
Well done. We shall deal with him later.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, not at the moment, brother.
Things I could tell
Is
you.
it really true?
Okay, where's the armor? I finished it. Here it is. Turned out really well, I think. Thank you. Don't mention it.
I used to say that myself.
I agree with you completely.
Hey! Is the amulet ready?
Yes. Here. I had to make a new setting for the stone. I worked on it all night, and now it's as good as new.
I'm not touching that. This is gonna change.
That isn't true.
Is it really true?
And that's the truth.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
I couldn't get away with that.
Been known a long time.
I'm staying out of it.
Same old thing all over again.
And that's the truth.
I knew that all along.
That's what I've always said.
I'm not touching that.
But that's terrible.
Everyone
I did everything you told me to do. Here's the repaired eye.
Indeed, there is nothing missing now for the performance of the ritual.
What about the swamp weed?
Ah, yes. Do you have 3 swamp weed plants then?
Yes. Here are the 3 plants.
Excellent. You have done well. But now, step aside so that we may begin the ceremony. May our spirits unite! Thwarting the enemy's plan and restoring the eye. Let Pyrocar explain to you how to use its power. I hope that I shall see you again once you have accomplished your mission. Farewell.
Now that the Eye of Innos is healed, you must face the dragons. They all serve Beliar, the god of darkness. But there must be an earthly power that controls them. That much has become clear to me. Find out what the source of their power is. As soon as you've found that out, come back to me.
You did it! The Eye of Innos is healed!
I would hardly have believed it possible.
Yes, Master.
You have proved many times over that you are ready for the high order of the Fire Magicians. As of today, you are a member of the Council and will represent our order in the world. You are now one of the High Fire Magicians. Wear the high robe with dignity and bring the order honor and wealth, my brother.
What remains to be done here?
Do not waste your time on trivial things. Go and vanquish the dragons. Here, take the eye. Bear in mind that you need to talk to a dragon first before you can attack it. The power of the eye will force the dragons to speak to you and tell the truth. Furthermore, it offers protection against their attacks when you wear it. However, its power does not last. You will have to fill it up again with magical energy. To do that, you need the essence of a dragon's heart, which you merge with the eye on an alchemist's bench. Only then can you dare face another dragon.
Thanks, I'll remember that.
You now have everything you need. Go then. You do not have much time left.
Wait a minute.
sorry for the poor guy.
You listen to the wrong people.
That's just what I said. You should have known better. You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Will it ever change?
So it says in the scriptures.
Hey, you! Can I learn from you?
I shall instruct you in the secrets of alchemy.
Can I learn from you?
I shall instruct you.